For better or for worse, our 4 years as young adults in high school shape the types of adults we will be when we graduate. As a senior in high school this year, I'm right in the thick of trying to leave behind a large chapter of my life and begin a new one. So I chose to do my anthropology project on high school homecoming to try to understand the crazy culture I've been a part of for the past 4 years. I'm from a stereotypically small town in the Midwest. It's exactly 1 square mile in area and is home to just over 1,000 people. There's nothing really spectacular about Edwardsburg. The biggest thing to talk about is usually corn, and sometimes even corn. So it's pretty natural when people get very, very excited about a big town-wide event like the high school homecoming. To gain some perspective on modern high school homecomings, I went to the local historical museum and spoke with the curator, a graduate of the Edwardsburg class of 1933. By paging through old copies of the high school yearbooks, I discovered that the town had its first football team in 1950. Homecoming celebrations followed shortly after, with the first in 1955. The historic event brought a loss to the boys in blue with a score of 19-16 Eau Claire. Perhaps to boost morale, the next year a parade was held with the 4 classes each making a float and the homecoming queens riding on them. By 1957, the traditional parade with the football team riding on the fire trucks and the band, floats, and queens following was firmly set. So what makes every citizen in this small town go crazy over a single football game? Well, homecomings were first made popular in the early 1910s by colleges designating a special weekend to their alumni. Many graduates of the high school can be seen cheering on the Eddies at the homecoming game, but other traditional factors driving the excitement are the preceding Spirit Week, the parade, the dance, and of course, the game itself. My methodology consisted of participating in the 2009 Edwardsburg homecoming events and interviewing participants. I also recalled all 12 other Edwardsburg homecomings that I've been a part of. Homecoming really starts the Monday before the game with what are usually known as Spirit Days or Dress-Up Days. The Student Council picks 4 silly themes and the classes compete to see who has the most spirit by trying to outdo each other in ridiculousness. Friday is generally the day to go all out in your school's colors. Outside of school, the classes meet in local garages or barns to construct the floats that will be featured in the parade. The Student Council designates themes such as superheroes or periods of history, and the students compete to design and build the best float that shows the Eddies beating the other school's mascot. These floats are usually made of chicken wire, tons of paper flowers, and terrible puns. Also during the week, the student body votes on homecoming queens in the freshman, sophomore, and junior classes, and 3 senior candidates are chosen. The senior queen is crowned at halftime on Friday. Finally, on Friday, the band, football team, and cheerleaders travel to the younger schools and perform mini pep rallies for the kids not in junior or senior high. When they return near the end of the school day, the band marches through the halls and releases the classes to the gym for the high school assembly. It is, as you might imagine, total chaos.
Well, you can see the neighbor's butt crack, nailing on his shingles.
So what is it like right before a high school homecoming football game? Really, really loud. On the day of the football game, pep rallies are usually held. The football team, cheerleading squad, and homecoming queens are announced, and the band and students make as much noise as possible. At Edwardsburg, the cheerleaders usually have a dance routine to perform, and a skit is put on with the head football coaches and the mascot. The different classes compete in games like human pyramid building or tug of war. The class that wins the most games gets bragging rights for the rest of the year. Shortly after the assembly, the students are released to the front lawn of the school to watch the parade. The band, sports teams, homecoming queens, and floats make their way around the younger schools, and then the school day is finished. Football is a big part of American culture, and the homecoming game brings quite a bit of attention to the town. Winning the game is usually a highlight of the season, and losing goes a long way towards dropping the team and town morale. The band and band alumni play before the game, and at halftime, the winning floats are announced, and the senior queen is crowned by last year's senior queen. A small fireworks display is even put on. Last, but certainly not least, an informal dance is held in the high school gymnasium, or cafeteria as the case may be in Edwardsburg. So what can be said about high schools just by looking at their homecomings? Well, one can see that high school is all about trying to find comfort. People form themselves into specialized groups or cliques of people that make them feel more comfortable. Spirit Week pushes students out of their comfort zone by providing the possibility of humiliation. The most common worry is, what if no one else dressed up? And indeed, this even stops some students from participating at all. Competition between age groups is another large factor. Underclassmen strive to prove their worth, and seniors fight to keep the dominant place in the school. Winners of the class games and the float competition are automatically awarded some ammo for proving that they are the best group. And the whole week gives the students something to look back on when they have graduated and something to come back to year after year.
The rules, the way of high school. Someone puts you down, that's so high school. Someone talks behind your back.